in Yemen following a missile attack from Houthi-controlled areas on a green bulk carrier in the Red Sea. The White House now plans to put the Houthis back on its list of terror groups following months of attacks in those critical waterways. That announcement could come as soon as today. It reverses a decision made early in the Biden administration to remove the Houthis from that list in the hopes of furthering peace talks. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said the designation was under review but did not indicate if a decision was imminent. And there's growing fears the conflicts will engulf the region. Iraq filing a complaint with the UN over an Iranian missile strike in northern Iraq in an unusual dispute between the two allies. Tehran saying it was meant to deter threats from Israeli spies. Baghdad has since recalled its ambassador in protest. I spoke exclusively with Iran's foreign minister here in Davos on that and got his reaction to the recent strikes in the Red Sea.
First of all, I have to tell you that the National Salvation Government of Yemen has been established in major parts of Yemen and Sana'a for many years. They are the party of the negotiations with the Saudis in recent months, and based on our information, and they are nearing the final stages of having a sustained agreement. Therefore, we are witnessing Yemenis acting responsibly. And based on their responsible approach, they hate the genocide that is going on in Gaza, and that is why they have stopped those ships that are going towards Israel and their ports through the Red Sea. This is a decision that is taken by them, but we have constantly heard from them that they are committed to the freedom of shipping and navigation. But if we want to say who should not be in Davos, in my view, those parties that in the last 100 days have been supporting the genocide in Gaza and caused the killing of 24,000 civilians, including more than 18,000 women and children, they have no place in Davos.
Iraq's Prime Minister has called these most recent strikes a clear act of aggression. You say they were in Iran's best national security interests. Is that correct?
We have a very privileged relationship with Baghdad. Our relations have expanded and deepened in differing dimensions. But the subject of terrorism and the national security of the countries is an issue which cannot be subjected to any hesitation. The Iraqi officials know very well that Iran considers the security of that country as its own, and the terrorists are the common enemy of the people and the governments of Iran and Iraq.
With regard specifically to the attacks that we've seen in the Red Sea, US intelligence says Iran helped Houthi rebels attack commercial ships. It says Iran was, quote, deeply involved in the planning of these attacks. How do you respond to that?
In the developments in the region, we have always been on the positive side of the events. In the past years, practically, it was Iran that rushed to the aid of the people and the government of Syria and Iraq and helped them to fight ISIS. And regarding what is happening now in the Red Sea, attention must be paid to the origin and the root of the problem. We should not just look at one piece of the puzzle, namely the Red Sea. First of all, we believe the roots to go back to Israel's crimes and genocides in Gaza. If these crimes and genocides are stopped, naturally, the situation created in the region and the spread of war can be logically contained. Secondly, the people of Yemen and other countries in the region who defend the Palestinian people are acting according to their own experience and through their own interests, and they are not receiving any order of instructions from us. Maritime and waterway security is of paramount importance to us because we trade and export oil. Of course, we appreciate the efforts in the region in defense of the Palestinians, but we believe that any action to destabilize the region is rooted in Israel and its genocide in Gaza. These crimes should be stopped and the root should be sorted.